Welcome to the Grow My Cleaning Company podcast with your host, Mike Campion. If you are passionate about the cleaning industry, you are in the right place. Love what you hear? Spread the word and tell the cleaning world this is the place to be. Want more? Check out www.growmycleaningcompany.com for free online video trainings, free ebook downloads, free blog posts, and of course, all the podcast episodes. Everything you need to grow your cleaning company is at www.growmycleaningcompany.com. And now, on with the show.
Welcome to the Grow My Cleaning Company podcast, where I coach owners of cleaning companies every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on anything and everything related to building and growing cleaning companies. If that's you and you are committed to your cleaning company, go to growmycleaningcompany.com. You can get everything you need to create the cleaning company you've always wanted. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, or you just want to give us a shout out and say, hey, you can reach out to our producer, Natalie, at 480-648-5149. You can apply to be on the show or just say hello. We are always excited to hear from our friends in Cleaning Nation. Now, today we are going all the way across the world to talk to our friend Shereen Morrison from Green Clean Living. Green Clean's just getting started serving the residential market in London, England. If you want to reach out to Shereen and her team, you hopefully can get a hold of them at www.greencleanliving.uk. She said she's just going to have her site up in a week or two, and we're going to release this in a week or two, so we have high hopes. That said, Shereen, welcome and say hello to Cleaning Nation.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Hi.
So happy to have you and your lovely accent on our show today.
Thank you. I'm happy to be on the show as well. Yeah.
All right, awesome, and thank you so much for taking time and letting us bug you all the way across the ocean. Now, that said, tell us a little bit about you and how you got in the cleaning business, and are you married, single? Do you have kids? What do you do in your spare time? Give us a snapshot into the life and times of Shereen.
Okay. I started, my name is Shereen, and I'm a mom. I actually have 5 boys. I started cleaning a few years back. I was doing chambermaiding. I don't know what they call it in the US, but it's like you work in hotels.
Okay.
So we call it chambermaiding. And I did that for quite a while. I did it for in my late teens and early 20s when I was studying. I did it for about 4 years, and I, got the hang of it and everything. And I actually enjoyed it as well because I love cleaning. And afterwards, when I, had my children and everything, I decided to do other things, and then decided to just stay at home. But now my youngest is 6, and I just decided that I wanted to start up my own company, just so that I can be able to, be around my family, my children, be able to still be able to look after them, and rather than just always being off somewhere else. So I decided to start the cleaning company, and that is basically how it all started. Basically, it's an eco-friendly company, hence the green, eco-friendly, and I actually use a lot of steam cleaning. So we use green products and steam cleaning, that sort of thing as well. I forgot about the other questions. What do I like to do? I'm quite a homebody. I like to relax. I just like to relax and read and cook. I love cooking. What else do I? And I just enjoy having friends around and that sort of thing, really. I don't really, and if I go out, it will be out to a restaurant, or going out with the kids and that sort of thing. But yeah.
Well, I've got to say, with 5 kids, you may very well be the owner with the most children actively running a business on their own. If we've had more, I don't recall it, and certainly the most kids from a foreign country aside from the United States. So congratulations and welcome. Good for you. That's awesome.
Thank you.
All right, great. Well, now that I've got all the pressure of knowing we got to help all these 5 kids eat, how can I help you in your business today, Shereen?
I was calling in because basically we've been focusing on residential properties, and that was basically my vision when I first started. I just knew I wanted to just focus initially on residential properties and have the confidence and before I move on to anything else. And having the hotel experience, I've actually come across people that were interested to basically have my company work with them in regards to, I think you guys call it vacation home. Basically, there are I've had a few people that have 6, 7 or more properties that they want me to manage with the cleaning and everything. And because it's sort of like a hotel experience and a hotel service that they're trying to provide, I'm just finding it a bit difficult in how I can actually price my services with them, because it's not like it's just one property. It's more than one in one go. So I just wanted to find out, because I didn't want to overprice and I didn't want to underprice. So I wanted to find out exactly how to go about that.
Okay. So what I hear you saying is you're doing the residential currently, and you've had some interest from your clients to get you into vacation rental homes that they own, and you want to know, you're uncomfortable pricing that. You don't want to go too much or too little. Is that a fair understanding of your question?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. If I promise to answer your question, can I have permission to coach you on a different question and then come back to that, or is that way too scary?
No, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with this. And the reason I'm doing this is for you, certainly, Shereen, but also for Cleaning Nation, because of my private coaching, I get this all the time, where people aren't clear on what they want from their companies. And then when opportunities come along, they don't know how to they either don't know how to decide if it's a good opportunity or bad opportunity, or don't even think through if it's a good opportunity or bad opportunity, and just find themselves jumping into a new part of business that they never really planned on. And I kind of feel that that's where you're at. So I just, if you're okay with it, I'd like to take a couple minutes and just talk through why you'd want. And again, I'm going to answer your question either way. So even if, no matter what, I'm going to answer the question. But my fear is you weren't super clear on where you want your business to be in terms of revenue, in terms of what your day looks like, in terms of profit. You just decided to start. And this, I'm not beating you up, because this is so common among just about every cleaner I talk to. But I do want to save you the steps. So step one. Yeah, and again, a lot of times I feel like on the podcast, people ask me what I think are the wrong questions, but I don't want to be, they're my guests and I want to help them, so I answer. I am going to answer your questions, but this one's a big enough deal where I want to make sure we get you asking the right questions, and then I can give you answers that are actually going to help you. So have you thought through where you'd like your business to be, what your goals are, what you want it to look like, quote unquote, when it's finally done?
My goal is I've always wanted to just work with residential properties, and I wanted to have a niche in the market, because when you look at cleaning companies, majority of them would do residential and commercial. And I know there's some that do just household, but a lot of them are not. I don't know about the US, but a lot of them in the UK are not. We're just getting used to service accommodation, which you guys call vacation homes. So it's only just coming up. And so a lot of companies are not really familiar with that. And so I even had the lady that's been interested, she said she's called a lot of cleaning companies, and she felt that they were even underpricing her. Now, she could have gone along with them, but she just thought that made her feel like they didn't know what they were doing.
Okay, so hold on. Let me back you up. Let me back you up a little bit. So, and again, we're kind of doing live coaching here. So the question I asked was, where do you want your business to be revenue-wise, and what do you want your day to look like? And the question that you're answering is why you feel residential or why you feel vacation rentals is good for your company. Those are totally different. The question I was asking is very different than what you're answering.
Okay,
so,
where I want to be, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Where do I want to be?
You're so common. This is exactly what people do, and that's why as a coach, I got to reel you in. So let's go back to what kind of income you're looking to make and what you want your days to look like. Feel nothing about residential, commercial, vacation. None of that matters. Right now, we're just starting. You don't have any clients, clean slate. What do you want your day and your income to look like?
Okay, what I want my income to look like, I didn't want to seem unrealistic because it's my first year, but ideally, I would want to make over 80,000 for my first year. I would want to make over 80,000 pounds. So that was my threshold. That was my minimum. Sorry. So that's where I wanted to start. And the daily activities would be, I just had a vision of having employees going into people's homes, helping them with their everyday tasks that they feel that they can't do because of their busy lives. So that's where we would come in, and with the cleaning, with the ironing, grocery shopping, that sort of thing. And also we also incorporated home organization in there as well, should they need it. So there's services that we have. So basically, I just wanted to be like a helping hand to households, so that when they come home, everything is done, is organized, and they can just do whatever else that they want to do. So I just saw my employees myself.
All right, so I got you back on track, and then you wandered off. So 80,000 pounds, I get that. That's real clear. And then the question for you is, what do you want your day to look like? And then you wandered into what your employees or I didn't ask about that. We're not talking about that.
Oh, okay. I want my day to look like.
Hold on. Let me be real specific. Are you looking to clean yourself, whether it's commercial, residential, vacation? I don't care. Are you looking to be cleaning? Are you looking to be spending time with hiring and encouraging your employees? Do you want to do sales and marketing? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. I'm so sorry.
No, that's what. If you had everything down, you wouldn't need me. No need to apologize, but just be cool with me, kind of putting you back, getting you back in line. Go right ahead.
No, that's fine. What I wanted to do was what I've envisioned is to have employees going out doing the cleaning, and myself doing the marketing, and and also training and the hiring, and just making sure that the company is still running, which will also give me time to spend with my children and to do other things. So really, I don't want to do the cleaning, but at the moment that is what I'm having to do because I don't have enough staff. So I've been having to do that. I'm in the process of hiring more people, but I find that some of them can be quite. The ones that I've had to let go. They've been quite unreliable, basically, and it's my company's image, and I just couldn't. So at the moment, ideally, what I want is to have the employees go out and obviously do their part, and then I'll be in the background doing the marketing, the books, and helping with ensuring that they're fully trained, and all of those things. So just being behind the scenes of the company and help building up my company and helping it to grow, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, first of all, very good job, Shereen. Thank you for sharing. And I know it's a little scary. We're live, and there's going to be people listening. So thank you so much for being so vulnerable. And I promise you're helping thousands of people that are listening that don't have this voice themselves or can't have this conversation. So thank you for that. I promise you, Cleaning Nation, there are people, gals, guys out there going, thank you, Shereen, for sharing. So that said, obviously, since we're live and we've got time restraints, I can't coach you through whether vacation rentals for you personally are a good move or not. But I can coach you and this is for everyone listening. Now, instead of just assuming customers are asking me to do this thing and they're willing to give me money for it, so obviously I have to do it, which is kind of how we started this conversation, you can transition into, all right, my first and foremost goal, and you have to tell me, is either the lifestyle piece of it or the money piece of it, but you talked about money first, so I'll just assume that. First and foremost, I need to make 80,000 pounds in profit this year. Well, what's that going to look like in gross sales in residential and commercial, in vacation rentals, or some sort of hybrid of the three? Second, I don't want to be cleaning. I want to be marketing. I want to be building systems. I want to be hiring. I want to do all these things. Well, which of those niches will best serve the goals that I have for my personal life and for my business? So do you see now that you've got a foundation and a screen to run this stuff through, as opposed to just saying, well, someone's willing to give me money, so I have to take it? Does that help at all?
Yeah, it really does help. But in regards to the service accommodation, it's something that because I always knew, like I said, I wanted to do the residential. So it's been residential, and it's also been, I don't know what they call, I'm so sorry, in the US, but we call it end of tenancy cleaning. So whereby if someone is moving out of their rental property, we go in and then we clean it.
Yeah, we just call it move
That's
in, move
another
out.
thing that.
Yeah, move in, move out. So
Yeah,
I
that's
totally get
it.
that. All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let me give you
So with the
let me give you one bit of I'm sorry to cut you off. It's just we don't have that much time, and I keep promising I'm going to answer
sure.
your questions. So let me kind of move this along. Not that I'm not interested. It's just on the podcast I've got to serve you as well as the listeners. So first of all, those are three. That's a big miscommunication that you got, and I know listeners got. And I want to clear that up right now. And just because they all happen in homes, because an apartment is a home, right? Move in, move out, or end of tenancy cleaning is a very different niche and business model than is vacation rentals, which is a very different business model than is maids. We call it maid service, where it's going into a personal home and cleaning on an ongoing basis. Those are three totally different niches. So you had the right idea when you said, I don't want to be in residential and commercial. It's too much. I want to have a niche. Well, all three of those are niches. And how many employees do you have so far?
Yeah. At the moment, I have 4, and then including myself, so it's 5.
In a huge community like England, you're not even close to penetrating any one of those niches. So the goal of adding niches is if you feel like this one niche alone is going to be slower to get to my goals than adding a niche. The problem is 9 times out of 8, business owners think, oh, I'll go faster by adding this other niche, but that couldn't be farther from the truth, because right now, you even said, I can't even hire people. I don't even have a system for getting onboarding staff properly. So we got to get that handled before we start adding niches. And we haven't figured, I'm assuming you haven't figured out how to consistently, repeatably, scalably, dependably add clients from one niche to your business. So you're saying, hey, before I've figured out how to add clients and how to add employees, I'm going to go add a whole nother niche and try and add all that complexity. So instead of doing one thing not well, because I'm new and I'm learning, I'm going to do 2 things really poorly. So I would encourage you, and I'm still going to answer your question, I promise, but I would encourage you not to expand to pick one and do that and do it really well. And if people come to you and say, hey, will you detail my car? No, I don't do that. That's not what our company provides. Hey, will you give me an in-home massage? No, we don't do that. Hey, will you clean my vacation rental? No, we don't do that. This is what we do, and we're really good at it. And when you need help with that, I'll help you. All right. That said, let me hit you with the answer of the how to price it so we can get to the lightning round. So the good news is the pricing is the same as anything else. Too many people do a lot of, well, what is everyone else charging and what will my people pay? And that's nonsense. That doesn't have anything to do with the price of tea in China, right? I might only pay you $100 to come clean my house, but that wouldn't make sense for you. You're in England, right? So just because that's what I would pay doesn't mean, well, I guess I better buy a plane ticket and fly over there and help out Mike. You've got to figure out what makes sense to you and your family and your company. The way that you're going to price is the same way in all of these, right? It doesn't matter what niche you're in. You don't price differently for one to another. The way that you're going to price is you figure out your costs, your hard costs of what it's going to cost, and always figure somebody else doing the work. Never figure, well, I'll do it for free, so I don't have to include that. Bull crap. Always figure your costs. Say it's 12 pounds an hour. I don't know what they pay over there, plus whatever it costs to have employees, and always figure in real employees. So many people are like, oh, I 1099 them. So no, that's junk. You have to figure out all the costs associated with having real employees. Then you add your overhead, which is things like insurance, plus your time, plus your office, plus vehicles, plus whatever. And you may have, you're newer, so your overhead might be lower, but I promise you it's not zero. And as you get bigger and have administrators or managers, your overhead will get higher. But so your cost plus your overhead plus profit. And that profit should be at least 10%, probably no more than 20 or 30%. But that's how you do pricing, whether it's commercial or residential or move in or move out. Always base it on your cost plus overhead plus profit. And then once you figure out what you can price it for, if the market says, there's no way I'm going to pay that, then you're in the wrong niche. Don't try and jam your expensive services down their throats. Switch niches to somewhere that goes, oh, that's a very fair price. I would be happy to have you. So you've got the pricing backwards. Don't go to the community and say, what will you pay? And then go, well, I guess that's what I have to do it for, because you'll get some jerk like me saying, hey, fly over from England and clean my place for $100, and that's not going to work for you. So figure out what your price is, what you need to make, then go to the market and see if that is something that you can always sell it. It's just whether it's hard or easy. And if it's easy, then that's a good niche. If it's hard, you might want to consider another niche. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know I was going really fast because I wanted to make sure we just do it a bunch in. So that said, let's move to the lightning round, because I've been chatting, and I want to hear you have the opportunity to give some value back to Cleaning Nation. So first question, what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
In regards to business or in any?
I will take business, as long as it's good advice that Cleaning Nation can benefit from. Business, personal, whatever you got, sister.
I think the best advice that I've got was to just go for it, just start, because you sometimes you think I need all this knowledge to do so many things, and like I said, I've got lots of cleaning experience, but if you don't put into practice what the vision that you have, don't be scared of failure, basically is what I mean. Don't just start and go ahead with what you just start and just go ahead with what you believe in doing, and don't be scared of failure, because along the way we all make mistakes, but we also learn from those mistakes so we don't have to go back and do it again. And make that same mistake again. So I think that's the best advice I've ever gotten, really. And it's helped me immensely.
That's great advice, business, great advice, personal.
That was
just
fantastic.
On the best piece of advice you've ever received. What's the biggest mistake you made in the cleaning business, so we can all learn from your mistakes and not make the same one over and over?
The biggest mistake I made in the cleaning business was underpricing and I added too much too many services in one go, and I underpriced some customers, and just because I wanted them to join my company, and I just thought, okay, if they join and they see my work and everything, then they would recommend me to other people, and that's how I could get more clients and that sort of thing. But yeah, I did underprice, and I regret doing that. I don't think you should underprice. I think you should know your worth, and take it from there, basically. Make sure that your pricing is fair, but then it's also something that, you're not just paying your employees and being left with nothing, but just make sure that your pricing is fair and that, you know your worth. And that's basically it.
Well said. A customer is only a customer if there's profit involved. If not, you're basically paying them for the privilege of cleaning their house. Beautiful. Well said. All right, Shereen, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for sharing your passion and your desire to grow. I appreciate you. I know Cleaning Nation appreciates you. If you want to check out Shereen's show notes page and discover everything you need to grow your cleaning company, it's all at growmycleaningcompany.com. Leave your questions, your comments, your rude remarks, and I will see you there.
Congratulations! You are now 16% smarter. Still can't get enough cleaning goodness? Go to www.growmycleaningcompany.com for more of the good stuff. Ever want to be rich and famous? Owners of cleaning companies as well as industry experts can apply to be featured on the show by emailing our producer Natalie at support@growmycleaningcompany.com. Until then, don't miss out on all the latest cleaning industry lovin' at www.growmycleaningcompany.com. Check it out now.